The Kenya National Union of Teachers now wants Parliament to institute a process to suspend the implementation of the new curriculum until the year 2024. NAT Secretary General Wilson Sossion says the competency-based curriculum in its current state remains unlawful. This, as Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha urged Parliament to hasten the adoption of a sessional paper that will guide the rollout. Magoha was speaking in Nakuru during the launch of the National Dialogue on CBC. Here's more from Makori Ongechi, who brings us that report.
Magoha was in Nakuru High School launching the county CBC Quality Dialogues. In the wake of the national rollout of the competency-based curriculum, the one-week dialogues were designed to allow for stakeholder discussion on how best the CBC can be implemented in order to address gaps reported in the 844 system. It was here that Magoha urged parliamentarians to speed up the adoption of the sessional paper that will give the CBC a legal standing.
And I want once again to ask our variable legislators to dispense with this document as soon as they have time to do so. This is not to say that we require a sessional paper in order to continue with what we are doing. A sessional paper is never required for a curriculum. In fact, the 844 never had one.
The CS maintains the government has involved all the relevant stakeholders, followed the required procedures, and accommodated every viable opinion in ensuring the 2663 curriculum turns out a success.
Politics has no place. Whether it is union politics or whether it is national politics or county politics, please put them aside. You can come to politics afterwards.
A round of applause.
But even as Professor George Magoha leads the launch of the National Dialogue over the CBC, NAT continues to argue the CBC might not yield its intended purpose, citing lack of proper consultation throughout the entire reform process. NAT Secretary General Wilson Sossion is reading from a different script. Sossion says the CS is working as a lone ranger and that whatever is doing currently ought to have been done before even the piloting of the curriculum.
The public forum that we are engaged in should have is actually an afterthought, is putting the cart before the horse. The task force that is being formed should have been domiciled in stage number 3 of making policy. You cannot create a task force and then purport to be collecting public views when you have already rolled out. That is fooling Kenyans. You cannot fool Kenyans. Kenyans are informed. If they are not informed, KNUT shall inform them.
For this reason, Sossion says he will seek the help of Parliament to suspend the implementation of the CBC.
We shall be asking other institutions that are vested with taking decisions, like Parliament, to suspend the rollout and compel a forensic audit on the rollout.
NAT is recommending a prolonged approach for implementation of the new curriculum on a pilot basis in 2020 and 2021, formative internal, summative and external evaluation reports in 2023, and national implementation of the revised curriculum in 2024. Makori Ongechi, Citizen TV, Nairobi.